Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about and showing off my piercing scars. So as you guys probably know, when you get piercings there is a high risk that they are going to scar just a little tiny bit, and usually the scarring is not too horrendous and too noticeable, but that depends on if you had any issues with the piercing. Maybe you didn't look after it properly, or it didn't heal very well, perhaps it got infected. And the length of time that you had your piercing also affects how much the scarring is visible as well. But the majority of the time they're just tiny little dots and they shouldn't bother you too much if you're wanting to take out your piercings. So I thought this would be an interesting little video to do today, just because I have quite a few little tiny piercing scars. Some piercings that I did have done, you can't really see the scarring at all. The first one I'm going to be talking about is my Medusa, which if you don't know is a piercing that sits right here on the middle of your top lip. And I literally took this out about 20 minutes ago or so, and this is what's left. It's just a very, very tiny little dot in the center of my top lip. In all fairness, none of my piercing scars bother me at all. They're all really minor, barely noticeable scars, little holes. Moving on to my bottom lip now. So I have 3 little dots at the bottom of my lip. I have 2 here, around here, and then 1 in the middle. And these are from a labret and a vertical labret piercing, and then 2 piercings around here in my lips, snake bites. You can see the middle one is quite prominent because I have recently taken that piercing out, whereas the 2 beside it, I don't even know if the camera is even picking them up, but there's one there and there's one there, and they are from my snake bites. I was having a lot of issues with them, but those are the scars that those piercings have left. Now we're going to move on to my tongue. I think I may have showed you guys this and spoke about me taking my tongue piercing out in a previous video, but for those who don't know, I did have my tongue pierced. It has now been taken out. You can see not really a hole in my tongue, but it's more like a little kind of dimple in my tongue. I'm not sure how well you guys could have seen that in the shot. Obviously I have my ears pierced here. I won't take that out because that is essentially just what's here. These 2 little dots here, 1 there and 1 there. Those are obviously just bog standard lobe piercings, but I will take out this one here so you guys can see. If you're weird about stretched ears, then look away now, because I know some people do get creeped out by them. Mine isn't too big, there's not a massive gap there, but I can pretty much fit my pinky finger through. So yeah, like I said, if you don't want to see this, look away now. So there's the piece of jewellery that I currently have in it, and there is the hole there. Like I said, you know, it's about the size of my pinky finger. I do have the date piercing there, but I won't be taking that out just because it is a bit awkward for me to take out, and also I just don't think you guys are going to be able to see the little hole and the scar very well, just because it's in such an awkward place in my ear where my ear kind of cushions it a little bit. I did once over have my tragus pierced. This little area of your ear here is the tragus, so I did have that pierced, and if I just come a little tiny bit closer to you guys, you can see that there's absolutely nothing there. That piercing has been out for a year and a half or so now, so it's not a recent piercing really. So moving on to another piercing on my ear. Now you guys may or may not in the light be able to see this here on my ear. I did have here pierced, the helix piercing, so I did have it there, And then I had one on the other side as well, about here. And that side you can only just to say see the little scar. And this side is very, very similar. So again, it's there, little white dot. It's ever so slightly risen. We're gonna move on now, I think, to my nose, because this is just easy for me to slip out. So there you go, there's the piece of jewellery that I have in it at the moment. And there is the little scar that it has left. That one is quite prominent. So now pretty much the only piercing that I have left to talk about is my septum. And if this is something that disgusts you, then look away. I know this kind of thing is not for everyone. So basically, if I just do that, you guys can see the beginning of the jewellery there. When my jewellery is out, there's just a little tiny hole there. Without my septum jewellery in, this is what I look like with just no piercings whatsoever, and it's kind of weird. I've just been used to me being pierced for so long now. But anyway, I do hope that you've enjoyed this video today. If you have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see me do, then comment them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in my next video.